Hey there, folks. Thanks for tuning in. Hey, Hopser Key, how's it going, man? Good to see you. So, today I got Pinball Games. Pinball Games 1. I don't know if there was a Pinball Games 2. And actually, I have an extra copy of this one. There's two of them here. I want to give one of them away to someone who wants it. I'll do that at some point. If anybody, like you, Hopser Key, anybody else wants it, let me know. I can't even get this in the camera properly, but there you go. There's two of them. I don't know why they're slightly different, but they're basically the same. I checked the contacts of them, and they're both the same stuff. So anyway, let's play it up and see what we got here. I only tried the first game just to get this running and make sure it was working. So, and there's only one of them that actually comes with a text file to read something. It's this one, Center Fielder. And the text file basically says that it was created in Pinball Construction Set, which is that cool program that EA published back in the day. And it's like a baseball thing, obviously. So shift keys are to play, and basically that's it. Wait, I forgot to slow it down. No, I didn't forget to slow it down. This is the right speed. It's not very easy, this game, actually. I'd be like, you should, what happened? So like, you caught it? I guess that's what happened. I guess those hands are about. But, okay, is that a base hit? I don't know. You guys still caught it? I don't know what that means. So this is some game some guy made a Pinball Construction Set, and he gave it away. So it bounces all around and eventually goes to the hand. And does that mean I just was struck out right away? I don't get this. 1 second. There we go. I think I lost. And how come sometimes when I hit it, it just barely touches it? Did I get 290? Is that from the last game? No, I don't know what's going on. It looks like the guy tried to make a baseball game out of pinball, but I'm not sure baseball and pinball really translate well to each other. Like, I have no idea what it means when the ball's bouncing around various places in the playing field like this. It looks like it's stuck there now, too. That's good. Eventually it'll get over that wall. Or not. Come on, let's go. I have a feeling that this guy didn't consider this possibility. But yeah, I mean, this actually, you know what? While this is going, I'm gonna read the README file to see if it says anything about what the point of this is. Where is it? Notepad. Alright, it just says games created pinball construction set. The play field is general form of baseball field. The mound is a small blue stripe on the field. Blah, blah, blah. The gloves hide ball eaters or ball drains, holes in the table's surface. They can only catch the ball from below on the screen. There's a hard table to score on. The ball seems to get hung bouncing around in the corners, but it will come out shortly. Pause for a drink of water. As the trick it sometimes pulls getting out of the lower right corner, I think it sometimes has to get a running start to scramble up the outside of the batter's box so it can launch itself at third base. I don't know what the hell that means. The ball's stuck. Yeah, it looks stuck to me. Let's just exit this and see if it can do it again. Let's try that again. I don't know why the first time you hit it, it barely does anything. And what's this? You're out. I mean, so far my impression of this game is that it's a very poor pinball game because it doesn't make any sense. I just don't understand. Like first and third are both flashing. Does that mean I got some bases here? All right, it went out. I have 10,000 points now. You're out. I guess I'll try to play one complete game of this, but because I have 50,000 points, so you're not supposed to hit it to those hands if you can avoid it. That's the outfielders, I guess. I don't know what does give you points though. Bouncing around the bottom there, yeah, it gives you 10 points every time it hits there. That's not very much. I mean, none of these things really give you a lot of points. All right, I got almost 100,000. That's something, I guess. So far, this game is. Oh, what the heck? It went down the back there? I guess that's fair, but I mean, I had no control over that at all. Is that game? I think that's the end of the game. All right, let's try the next one. This is Center Fielder by R.G. Hayes. Hopefully, there's got some better ones in here. Let's try Cyclops. I wonder if all these are going to be Pinball Construction Set. I think they are. This one looks way more complicated. The Cyclops Eye. So I guess the same controls here. Shift and shift. I like the music. Whoa. My flippers don't move very fast. They're like they're pretty damn slow actually. How do you hit anything? Yeah, Hopster Key said the quarters take up the last game way too much of the playing field. This feels like it's moving in slow motion. I mean the ball isn't, but what's with these flippers? Like literally, like they take like a couple seconds to go out of the way. What happened to the ball? Got stuck at the top? Hello, hello. I guess this is actually a thing that people traded discs of pinball construction set pinball tables. All right, it looks like I got stuck. Let me try that one more time. At least they terminate gracefully. I'll give it that. There's a magnet up there, apparently. I don't know what all these things are. I mean, I guess if I played pinball construction set, I would know, but I didn't. And I really have no idea why that flipper is so slow in this one. It wasn't like that in the other one. Also, I got stuck up there again. Is there a way to shoot it down? What the heck? I'm trying to press like every button on the keyboard right now. What? The ball's just stuck. All right, screw this. Next table. Wait, the whole thing froze up now. There we go. All right, next table. Flume. Okay, I see a flume. This one you actually get to shoot. Oh, that's not right. This one you get to shoot the ball somehow. But with control, I guess it's the space bar. It's the shift. Even though the shift also controls the pedal. I mean the flipper. Come on, get it there. All right. Well, this is my fault for being. No, no. Why is it not pulling back? First of all, like don't just shoot. What the hell? There's like hit it harder. Get out of there. For sure, I'm doing something wrong. Okay, let's try to hold it down. That didn't do anything. Let's try to tap it. No matter what I do, it seems like it goes the same height. Get out of there. Is there any other key that does that? I mean, it doesn't make sense. The shift button does it. Yeah, what the F is right? Come on, you bastard. Get out of there. Now it's going even less high than it was before. Holding it down. Come on. What? It's like bouncing around too, like it's on crack or something. I don't know. Sometimes when I hit it, it's like goes even. Now it's going like half the distance it was before. Did I change some setting by accident? Did I lower the gravity? I don't know. That doesn't make any sense. All right, let me exit and try this again. Now the ball's over there, first of all. Okay. Okay. Why now is it going the same height as before? Get your ass up there. Wait, it almost went out that time, didn't it? It actually got to the arrow. You have to press it a bunch of times like this? No? Alright, let me come back to this. Let's try a different table. Magic. Magic. Oh, wait, this one's even higher. If I can't get it out of that one, I'm going to get this one for sure. Oh, God. Is the setting too slow? I mean, the slowness of the setting shouldn't do the ball speed here. Where's Jim Leonard when you need him? Because Jim would know how to work this thing. I'll try to to speed it up, but jeez. All right, sorry about that. I pressed the wrong button when I was trying to increase the speed of this thing, and I managed to disconnect my Wi-Fi. So that was really brilliant of me. In the meantime, I did manage to speed this thing up, but when you speed it up, it just makes it go down and up faster. See, it doesn't actually make it go higher. I can speed it up probably till the end of time. It's just going to make it bounce like a ping pong ball. So there's something else that's going on here aside from the speed. It's something which I'm not doing right, apparently. Yeah, let me see if I can find pinball construction set manual or something. Let me try other keys first of all. Maybe there's something that I'm pressing which is controlling the height of the ball or something like that. No. Caps lock. Wait, what happened there? What did I do? Oh, that's interesting. Caps lock was on, and that was making it not work, apparently. I don't know why. Hopster Key, I appreciate you trying to give me the clues there, even though we couldn't figure it out. It's just, apparently the caps lock was screwing it up, which doesn't make any sense to me, but I'm sure there's a reason for it. So this table is Minute Magic. I don't know why it's called Minute Magic. Does it look like magic? Is there anything here that has any relation to magic whatsoever? All right, so now it's going fine. Once I got the caps lock off. Sheesh. Where's the magic? Do you believe in magic? And I know you do. You'll always have a friend wearing big red shoes. What's up with this table? All right, I mean it's functional, it's pinball, but it's not very exciting. And the sounds are atrocious. I mean, I've never really played Pinball Construction Set. There's many people that like talk about it like as if it's like God's gift to DOS games, but oh, Matt, that must be it. Rip off of Midnight Magic. I didn't even think of that. That's a good call. That's why it's called Minute Magic. What just happened? I locked the ball. Is it gonna be like multi-ball or something? That's it. I don't know why I didn't think of that myself. Was it Dave's Midnight Magic or something? I forget what it was called. But there was a pinball game called Midnight Magic. My favorite pinball machine. I don't think I have to start again. My favorite pinball machine is the Addams Family. I love the Addams Family pinball machine just because the voice acting, which basically used the same voice actors from the movie, and they recorded all new lines. It wasn't like just they just recycled lines from the movie. And like Raul Julia does a lot of really nice voice acting for it, especially. And it's just very cool. You know, nice use of video, nice multi-ball. Just the lights are really cool. It's a really like well, come on, what happened? It went through my panel. I got saved by a glitch there. Ah, come on. But yeah, I just love the Addams Family pinball. That's one pinball game which I'll go and like seek out and play over and over again. Um, the Twilight Zone pinball is supposed to be a classic, but I never really got into the Twilight Zone pinball. Hey, Kayla. PCS is great, you say, Matt? What's so great about it? So, I don't know, other classic tables. I used to play like stuff by Williams, like the Cyclone machine and stuff like that. But I and those are cool too. But I tend to like the ones that have like the graphics and stuff like that. You know, the cooler ramps, the newer ones, and the use of video and things of that nature. Unfortunately, like they have a couple of Star Trek pinball tables. Like there's a Star Trek Next Generation pinball table, which I've seen a bunch of times, and I would enjoy it theoretically because I like Star Trek a lot. But the game is just not such a good pinball game. I mean, it's just mediocre in my opinion. Um, and they also have the new ones, like the giant ones, the Hercules one, and there's like the Batman '66 one that came out not too long ago. I don't know. It's hard to get into new pinball machines, like the ones you played back in the day. Funhouse is a really good one, Matt. I agree. In terms of classic, I really enjoy Funhouse. But the ones I used to play back in the day, whatever arcade like I happen to like find them in, those are the ones that I still want to play today. In general, I'm not the type of person who want to like play a brand new, pinball machine that I never played before. All right, one more time with this one. See if I can get a little bit closer to the multi-ball there. That's two. Okay, that was. I thought that was lost, but that wasn't. I guess that's my third ball. Come on, get in there. Get in my belly. By the way, the other pinball game I really like, not an arcade game, but the one I used to always play was the Space Cadet pinball that came with Windows at one point. That was really underrated in my opinion. It was very complicated once you like learned all the rules and lots of different levels and a different. I mean, if you just played it and you know what you're doing, like I'm doing right now, and you don't understand the rules, then it was pretty lame. But if you actually knew how to generate the missions and stuff like that, and how to win the missions, there was a lot of depth to it. And actually, that's probably similar to a lot of these pinball games in the arcade because if you didn't know what you were doing, then basically you lose. If you took the time to read the instructions that were on the side of the pinball machine or watch someone else play knew what they were doing and you knew like what needed to happen to get the good scores, then you could actually play it and at least I could generally good finally multi-ball generally get to a place where I had a decent shot at getting a free game. But if I didn't read the instructions and I just tried to play the game like that just like that, then generally I was screwed. Whoa, whoa. I mean, this pinball instruction set's supposed to have amazing like ball physics, but it seems like it's going through the paddles quite a bit. Oh man, there goes my multi-ball. Back to the Future. I don't know if I played that table ever. It doesn't ring a bell immediately. The Epic Pinball series basically was Space Cadet, wasn't it, Matt? Like Space Cadet was part of the Epic Pinball series, and then they just took that one and they made it part of Windows, if I remember correctly. So, Matt, I'm glad you joined to tell me that this was Dave's Midnight Magic. You missed before this two other tables. Gilles, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Gilles is my buddy. Do I remember the Elvira table? I don't think I remember the Elvira table. I got a pretty good score on this one, though. I'm trying to remember what pinball tables I really played back in the day, aside from that I played a lot of, aside from the Addams Family. There was a Lethal Weapon pinball table I played a lot of, like a Lethal Weapon 3, I believe, which I played a bunch of times. But it doesn't mean I was any good at it. The ones that I generally wanted to like the most, that had like they're based on classic properties, like I said, the Star Trek one and other stuff like that. Superman tables, like generally they sucked in my opinion. All right, is that the end of the game? Let me try it. I think so. Let me try a different game here. Let me go back to the one which I couldn't play before. Space Cadet was static screen pinball. I know, but it wasn't that part of the Epic series. All right, so Flume was the one that I couldn't figure out how to play before because I was too much of a spaz. Epic Pinball was scrolling. So Space Cadet Pinball, what was it from though? It was from some other series. I don't remember which one though. What? You kidding me? Now it's not going to go out either? I don't understand this. Let me put the caps lock on. No, that didn't do it. And the other table, putting the caps lock was what solved it. Get out there. This is really weird. Let me try that again. Go back to the other one. Make sure it wasn't a fluke. Magic. Now it's doing the same thing. Matt, help me out here. For some reason, I keep this thing is like finicky. Like sometimes it doesn't like shoot the ball high enough, right? And I play it, and sometimes it does. I was doing this before, and I had caps lock on, and then I turned it off, and I thought that was the problem. But it turns out it was not, because just now I turned it off again, and now it's doing the same shtick again that it did before. Actually, let me get out of this and go to the other one. Anyway, if I get it to work, at least let me get it to work on this one. But apparently it didn't have anything to do with caps lock. So what is causing this? Tab. Oh, that okay. That did it. I hit something. There's something that I'm not that I have to set due to like initialize it or something. I don't know why. Some key that I pressed this time again made it start up. What's this? Ooh, it's like rolling down. This one is called Flume. So obviously I want to get into that Flume, or either that one or the other one. So did I lock a ball for multi-ball just now? Probably. Come on. Okay, I got another one in there. Reduce cycles. Now it wasn't the cycles, but that's a good. That's also what Hopster Key thought. He told me to increase the cycles. What? Come on, that sucked. Oh, there's also like a lock up there, I guess. If I can get it in there. That's probably the multi-ball lock. It looks like there's three of them. Alright, so I got one in there. I guess hitting in the tunnel doesn't do anything useful. I don't think. I don't know. It's like a ski slope. You guys ever see the Japanese toilet prank? Where they put a guy like in well actually this one wasn't the toilet one. It was the guy's like in a massage bed like on a ski slope after he just skied and now he's like sitting like in a room with like a sauna and he's on some kind of bed relaxing, but they set it up to like actually turn around and like the wall opens up and he gets propelled through the wall and down the ski slope while sitting on this chair. It's pretty amusing actually if you haven't seen it. Those Japanese, I got some crazy prank shows going on. Press a turbo button on the computer case. That's a good idea, except this is DOSBox. I mean, it probably is. I mean, that's the cycle slowing down and speeding up is essentially the same as pressing the turbo button. Come on, get in there. Get in there. Jill, do you still do any game playing around or programming or anything like that? This table is much better designed than the first one that I played. Come on, get in there. I want to get in that thing. Yeah, there we go. Oh, okay. That's all it does. Just go up to the top. No. I'm not getting a lot of points on this table. What do you guys think of this one? I think it's okay. I don't like the slope is cool, but Turbo slowed it down. I mean, not if your system was configured properly. In the original systems that had Turbo, I mean, it was supposed to speed it up. Actually, that's not true. I think some of them it did slow it down. Like some of them, it was designed to put it back to the original speed. But when you had like if you had like a 486, like 33 or something like that, the Turbo would speed up to 66 megahertz, if I remember correctly. Yeah, depends on the turbo button was in or out. But I mean, what was the original design of the turbo button? I think Hops or Key might be right that the original design was actually to put it back to the original speed of the older computers as opposed to speeding it up. Because otherwise, why would you have it? I mean, you might as well just leave it sped up all the time. The Star Trek Pinball for Windows 3.1. I don't think I ever played that one. I'm sure I've seen it around, but I don't think I ever played it. All right, I want to see if I can get either in this multi-ball or if I lose, whichever happens first. If I lose, I'll try another table. It's moving sort of slow here, this game. Come on, come on. All right, I got it there. Oh, that's a lose apparently because I lost the multi-ball now. So that's it. I don't like the bare open area on the right. Yeah, I think you're sort of right. What's the haunted elevator prank? Did I see that one? I don't remember. All right, let me try it. Let me try a different table. So we had center fielder, which was terrible. Cyclops. Did that work? I think I played that, but I don't remember what it was. But just refresh my memory. Oh yeah, the Cyclops Eye. It kept getting stuck at the top in that hole there, and we didn't know why. All right, so what else is there? Mast Blast. That sounds like Raster Blaster. Rip off of Raster Blaster. Oh, sorry, it's Mast Blast. Yeah. So this is Raster Blaster was the game that Bill Budge developed before Pinball Construction Set, and so this it said Billy Raster Blaster. So this guy made it Silly Master Blaster, and I guess his name is Randy. Let's see. Oh, this one's working right away. Perfect. Oh, it's really fast too. What the heck? Wow. That sort of really just shot. The ball speed on this one is way faster than the other game was, I think. I don't think it's going to go into that multi-ball from the bottom. I mean, the problem with these pinball construction set games is at the end of the day, they're different, but they all look alike. You're not going to find anything really unique here. They all have the same cyan, magenta color scheme. The multi-ball looks the same on all of them. I want to see like the Thing's hand come out, like from the Addams Family, and grab the ball. The one with the ghost girl coming out of the wall and the lights. Oh, that one. I saw that one. Yeah, I remember that now, Kayla. That was sort of cool, I guess. I like the toilet prank better though. The other thing I like the Japanese TV is the Tetris, human Tetris. Is it ever gonna get up there? I don't think it will. I'm trying to read the chat also. On my PC XT, the yellow turbine worked. Whoa. Come on, that wasn't fair. I think it worked like this. You push in, the yellow light was the CPU's running at 8. If you push in and the yellow light went off, the clock speed dropped to 4.77. That makes sense. Wow, that went right up there that time. So I never played the original Raster Blaster. I have a copy of it for Atari. I think it came out for Apple too originally, but then they ported it to Atari. So there was a guy at eBay selling the Atari version for like $10. So I got a copy of that. It may even be sealed. I don't remember. I never played it, so I guess this is the experience of Raster Blaster. It should be pretty much the same thing because, this is the recreated in Pinball Construction Set version. Pinball Construction Set was what the same author built, so presumably it's the same thing. But if anybody knows differently, let me know. Oh, is that a flipper? Oh, it is a flipper. Come on, get in there. This is a really weird, really positioned flipper. I should be able to get it in that hole, right? No, 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 no! Oh, man. I would have thought I could have gotten in there. Come on, get over that thing. This is like a really weirdly placed multi-ball. So what other pinball tables you guys like to play back in the day? Come on, why is there an arrow there? There's an arrow there, but it goes to nothing. What's the point of that? Why is there an arrow pointing up to the left there if you can't get up there? And these sounds are honestly pretty annoying. I gotta imagine that like on the Apple II, it was probably a little bit better. But the PC speaker sounds are pretty pathetic. So public brand software, basically, somehow they got a whole bunch of. I lost that one. They got a whole bunch of games of pinball games that were just all made in Pinball Construction Set, and they sold it on a disc. I mean, that's pretty clever. All right, let's see. Mystery. What the hell? It looked like they were building some kind of house there in the white part, but then it all just turned white. So what's up with that? What the? Was it supposed to be like you can't see part of the playfield? Is that the idea? That's what it looks like. But how did? All right, that was my fault. I was too busy looking around. But what's the point of that? How are you supposed to play if you can't see? Is it supposed to recreate the experience of some big fat guy leaning over the table and blocking your view? Or broken glass on the pinball table? I mean, like, wow, that really sucked. Any thoughts on this one, guys? This is really strange. I don't even know how to score here. Like, is there? Whoa! The ball went in there or something. Do you have a paddle in there? It's just blinking, beeping. That's reminds me of Airplane 2. They're blinking, beeping, and flashing lights. They're blinking and beeping and flashing. They're blinking and flashing. They're blinking and beeping. I can't take it anymore. Blinking, beeping, flashing. William Shatner, Airplane 2, I believe. If my psychotic memory is holding up. Terminator 2 table. I remember the Terminator 2 table. And like when you start, there was also a lot of voice in that one. Like I think he said like I'll be back when you first like put in you lost, but he said I'll be back. But every time he did something, there was some kind of Arnold Schwarzenegger voice clip. And I remember the trigger, and there was a big like Terminator skull, either on the table or in the back of the table or something like that. But I don't remember playing it too much aside from that. Yeah, this thing is just making a lot of weird noises, and I don't really know what the point of this is. Like I hit the ball somewhere and then I lose, and I don't know why. Whew. Well, I don't know how he did. There's a flipper in there. It looks like. I mean, I don't know how they did this, but I mean, it is interesting mechanic, but it's not that fun. I mean, the problem is this probably was fun in 1983, but when you're used to playing like, much more advanced pinball tables, I think I just lost that game. Yeah, let me start a new one. When you're used to playing much more advanced pinball tables, it's sort of I don't know, pales in comparison, I think. And this pinball.com, maybe that's something different. What's pinball.com? Oh, it's the same thing again. Silly Master Blaster, but it doesn't have. It's actually different because, first of all, it doesn't say the guy's name next to the R, Ricky or Randy, whatever his name was. And also the multi-ball thing in the top left that I kept trying to hit was gone. And now it actually makes sense that there's an arrow on the screen in the top left. Yeah, visual pinball. At one point I was really thinking about buying one of those. I'm reading Jim's comment. Here's the two tables I made and uploaded to BBS or on this disc: Space Bug and my recreation of Night Mission Pinball. Night Mission Pinball. I don't think I saw that one yet, or Space Bug, but we didn't get to everything. But yeah, we just had another Raster Blaster table, Jim, that was different than this one. And also, I kept having a technical issue where when I was pressing the left shift key to hit the plunger, the ball was not going all the way up to the top, and it was only going like halfway up and getting stuck. And somehow that fixed itself, but I don't know how. This table's brutal. It's like there's almost no bumpers, and it just goes straight down the middle half the time. But the other one was clearly some kind of hacked version because it had that arrow, but you couldn't actually go up to the left because the multi-ball was blocking it. Jim, I was saying before you joined, the Space Cadet pinball that came with Windows, one of the versions, 95 or something, maybe the Plus pack. Do you know what that was part of? What game? Because I know that was from some larger pack and they pulled it out. I can't remember. So yeah, I started to say that at one point I was really seriously considering buying one of those tables where they have like an LCD, instead of the glass is an LCD, and instead of the back panel, there's more LCD basically, and then you can load up any table you want, and it can simulate anything you want, and supposedly it has like force feedback, so when you press the flippers and stuff, you feel like it's actually hitting the ball and stuff like that. I mean, I don't know if they still make them, but they were making those at one point, and they were selling them for about, let's say, close to $2,000. And it was expensive, obviously, but I was thinking, like, well, if you get one of these, basically it's like you have every single pinball table that you ever could possibly want to play, and if they're pretty much good, it's almost as good as the real thing, then why not? But I ended up like not getting it because I think there was even like maybe $1,500 you could get it, but I wanted to go out to some place in Jersey where they actually had one where you could try it out and see like how good it is. And then somebody that I spoke to about it basically told me, maybe it was even usual, I don't remember if you're still there. Somebody told me they tried it and it sucked or something like that. And I was just like, if it sucks, then forget it. The hell with it. All right, let me try one more game of this one, even though it's sort of hard here. Yeah, Space Cadet, Windows 98 Plus pack. That makes sense, but like I said, I never knew that was part of some other pack of games, but I'm almost positive that it was. It was one table in, let's say, a compilation of, let's say, 3 or 5 tables that came together. By the way, like I mentioned, wow, that was drained pretty quickly there. Jim, I'm also curious. You're the big IBM PC guy here. Like, what do you think of this? You like Pinball Construction Set, I'm assuming. I know you like Music Construction Set. They got like these terrible cyan and magenta colors and this terrible PC speaker sound. Do you know if this was any better on other platforms, like on the Apple or Atari 8-bit or anything like that? I'm assuming it had to be. Was it a lot better? I mean, this is definitely playable and fun, but I mean, this particular table is not that much fun. But overall, it's playable and fun. But I mean, the beeping is starting to get on my nerves, and probably your nerves too. And the color scheme is really pathetic. I mean, they got basically 3 colors here, including the white. All right, let me try a different one. I need to drink my drink too. Oh, was it usual? Okay, I don't forget who it was. All right. Oh, they have one called Twilight Zone. Actually, that's interesting. But I'm sure it's not that Twilight Zone. Rain. This one's an EXE as opposed to a COM. Actually, there was one other EXE in there, but they all seem like they're based on Pinball Construction Set, which is good because they all have the same controls. Whoa! I see why it's called Rain because it starts off with multi-ball, which is pretty cool actually. But it's getting a little slowed down. I'm not sure if the IBM PC XT can handle this. It was better on 8-bit platforms that had sprites and proper sound hardware. Yeah, I believe that. What's going on here? This is a really weird table. It's just like, well, I lost the ball there, but there's 2 balls locked in the multi-ball up there, it looks like. Increase the speed. Yeah, by the way, it's hard to play pinball and also read the chat at the same time. But, it's okay. I can increase the speed, but nobody bothered to. Slower pin speed make games either. It's good. You can actually increase the speed when you configured it. There's 2 balls stuck in that. Oh, there's 3 multi-balls there. That's so weird. If I hit it lightly, can I get it to just go in the first one or one of them? It's being blocked by something? No, it's not. Ah, come on. I really suck. Oh, there's another. There's 4 multi-balls. This is a really weird table. I mean, it's creative. Jim, I guess you did design this one. can change the palette. Yeah, let me. If you get your reference card, check that out because I'd like to see what the options are. This is really hideous. I mean, I don't have the this is DOSBox, and I don't have it running. Come on, I don't have it running on like a composite CGA mode or something like that. So it's not gonna get that good. But I'm curious what other palette you have. Looked it up. Space Cadet was originally included as part of Full Tilt Pinball, developed by Cinematronics and published by Maxis. So that sounds about right. I want to get that because that Space Cadet Pinball I had a lot of fun with it. So probably the other tables are also fun. This table's a bit sparse. Yeah, I mean, on the one hand, it's very creative. 90-second delay on the stream. Wow, that's pretty long. I mean, so this is like the only thing I know is this delay. If there's like more, there's a better way to do this that goes faster, someone let me know. But like, it seems like it's always delayed, and I don't know why. Although 90 seconds does seem like a lot. So what happened now? Oh, I lost the game because all the balls got locked? That's interesting. Alright, so you said Control Q. Let's see if that does anything. Oh, nice! This is the alternate CGA palette. Oh, this one's interesting too. Okay. This is terrible. Ugh. Yeah. There's actually a lot of options. Is it just picking colors at random? I don't think it's cycling through anything. Let's try like this. I mean, this is not very attractive, but at least it's better than that cyan magenta. Look how slow it gets when there's a lot of balls moving. Wow, that went right through my flipper. That was cheap. Let's time the comment stream delay. Okay, you know what? Do it again, because I wasn't looking right away. When I see out of the corner of my eye that the comment comes in, the next one, I will say ping. Ping. That ping was to Matt's. That color scheme is much better. And I agree, it is much better. Yeah, I think like you could probably kill somebody if you just connected him to plug this sound into like his ears for some extended period of time. You could probably kill someone like this. Moby Games now. There's maybe like a 2-second delay before that came up and I said it. Moby Games now. By the way, Moby Games, I've been contributing a lot to it. My ranking is about 210th on it right now, which is not bad. The higher you go, the progressively exponentially harder it gets to move up in the rankings because there are some people there that with insane numbers of rankings. But I've been trying to contribute as many scans as I can. 33 seconds. All right, that's so bad. So that's like half a minute is about what I expected, actually, Jim. Your 90 seconds was a woefully inaccurate estimate, but I'm glad you used a scientific approach to come up with the right number. I would not expect any less from you. In fact, if you kept on with your unscientific innuendo and assertions, I would have been very disappointed. You're welcome for my contribution to Moby Games. Thank you for founding Moby Games, Mr. Jim. What happened there? I lost the connection for a second. That was weird. I'm sorry about that. It just stopped streaming. That's really odd. Alright, let's try a different game. My OBS just disconnected and reconnected, so sorry about that. I'm going to change Jim's nickname in the chat to woefully inaccurate. He says, I'm trying. Listen, it's hard to pay attention to comments when you're playing pinball. I'll do the best I can. Oh, it's still streaming here? It said it disconnected for a second, and then it reconnected. I'm not sure maybe it happened so fast that it didn't even make a difference because there was a buffer or something like that. All right, what do we have here? That was Rain. Let's try Razors. Sounds like a crack company, crack team, crack commando unit. You know, Jim. When movie games first started, I'm like a very cynical person. Like I don't like contributing to things if I think they're not going to last or it's a waste of my time. But now that it's become apparent that Moby Games is a very, important resource, probably the most important resource in terms of game. I don't know, the most important. It's definitely one of the very, very important resources in terms of game preservation. Now that I have recognized that, it's worth spending time on it for sure. So, and plus, I like being top contributor, so that's an incentive. The point system, whoever came up with that, was very smart. My emulation is too slow. Well, if it's too slow, I have it at 249 cycles right now, which is what you told me last time. You said 250. I'll speed it up to 350 if I can. It's hard to do it. Come on. It's hard to get exact. All right, here's 341. I mean, that one table may just be a slow table because it was coded poorly. I got 340 cycles now. Good night, Jill. Thank you for joining. Oh, and I forgot to mention, I do have an extra copy of this disc, so if somebody wants it, let me know because I want to give it away to somebody. I don't need 2 copies. 1 copy is more than enough for anybody of Pinball Games for DOS. They were not all slow. There was one of them was super fast. So slow that I couldn't even play it. It was so fast I couldn't even play it, rather. Come on. Matt says Moby Games is the de facto historical catalog for computer and video games across all platforms. I think that's saying a lot. Okay, what's 86 box, Jim? I've never heard of it before. This is the first time I've heard of it. And why is it extra time? Alright, I don't like this game so much. There's a lot of stuff going on here, but at the end of the day, it's not a very exciting table. Let's try Twilight Zone. What the hell? You want to see something really scary? Hey, you. Want to see something really scary? Do you know what that's from? Who can place that quote from the Twilight Zone? Want to see something really scary? Jim says, I'm humbled by Moby Games' success. And Matt says, Jim, the real test is get 86 box rate 8 miles per hour. That's a great demo. Okay, so this looks like a person. I don't know what this is. It's a really weird shape. Can anybody figure out what this is? And I think look how fast it's going down. I mean, it's not like super fast, but well, I guess it's not too fast. It went to a black hole, the first ball. Literal black hole. For the movie, of course, correct. The movie. The beginning of the movie. And when I saw that when I was a kid, I think that movie came out, what, in the early 80s or something? You're an 80s movie person, I forgot. I saw that part of the movie in the beginning, and I was scared out of my mind. After that, it's not so scary in retrospect as an adult, but as a kid watching that, like, I was really, really freaked out. .86 box is the first emulator to run 88 miles per hour. Why we wrote the emulator core, interesting. So, could you talk more about 86 box, Jim? Because I never heard of it before, but it sounds like something I want to know about. That's the ultimate test of PC emulation authenticity? Oh, maybe. I'm sure there's other tests also. What happened there? Whoa. That was interesting. The ball got stuck at the top and made like a loud, annoying noise. Dan Aykroyd doesn't scare me. Dan Aykroyd wearing like a really scary mask and like basically eating his friend. That scared me. Was it Dan Aykroyd? Or was I forget who ate who? Wasn't it? What's his name? The guy was in Saturday Night Live all the time in the first season. The name is escaping me right now. It was Dan Aykroyd. Who's the other guy? What the hell's the guy's name? His face is in my head right now. I can't throw my 86 box over this chat. I can't type that fast. Why do you even type fast to do it? I didn't realize there was a typing limit. What's that guy's name? Oh, Albert Brooks. That's what I'm thinking of. Albert Brooks. He was the other guy, right? And what other scary scene was there in the movie? Was it like one of the things with the kid? The kid who like threw, like basically was able to put his relatives inside the TV or whatever? Because that was pretty freaked out. The nightmare at 10,000 feet with John Lithgow, I didn't find that to be particularly scary. I mean, probably because the whole time I was like, this sucks. It should be like William Shatner. And I don't really remember the other ones too well. The opening sequence freaked me out so much that I couldn't really watch the rest of the movie. The delay plus the amount of information to convey means that trying to talk about 86 box here is futile. Jim, resistance is futile. You need to try to talk about it. Alright, as you wish. But Stu is so jaded that most horror movies are boring to him. No, you should see me playing those horror AGS games the other day. I was like jumping out of my seat from like little pixelated AGS games. But you're more invested in that because you're controlling the guy. The gremlin on the plane. The thing is, I saw the William Shatner one first, so like it wasn't really scary to me. That's the problem. Like as a big Star Trek fan, like I had to see that William Shatner episode. So I was just trying to figure out what is this table. It sort of looks like an alien or something, or a woman leaning to the right. But what's the question mark? Oh, it froze again. Ooh, I think it froze DOSBox. Froze DOSBox completely. Can I exit out of it? Nope. It killed DOSBox. Good job, DOSBox. Alright, let me restart it. There we go. Just gotta get it back in the foreground here. Okay. The Scatman was in it too? I don't remember that. Pinball. Let's try that one again. Twilight Zone, because I like that. Gremlins in my PC. Well, unfortunately, we don't have a Gremlins table here. Whoa! See, that's what happens when you forget to throttle the speed down. That was at least amusing. Let me do that. Okay, let's try that again. I got it 333 this time. It's pretty fast. How do you have to avoid that black hole? It's basically impossible, from what I can tell. Yeah, I'm too, lazy to figure out how to do that, Matt. Considering the fact that, it only takes me 2 seconds to type it. And it's not like I'm doing it constantly. If it was, constantly crashing, that would be a different story. I like the theme of this table, but I don't like the table so much itself, by the way, because, I don't really understand what the hell's going on. I don't understand what this has to do with the Twilight Zone. I don't see Rod Serling anywhere. I don't see, a clock. I don't see, any of the Twilight Zone symbols. By the way, when I was in school, they made me watch, in school, they made us watch the episode Eye of the Beholder. I think that's what it's called. The one with those, the woman who tries to get surgery because she's really ugly and she's in the hospital. I'm assuming you guys have seen that, right? I'm curious if they made you guys watch it in school, too, because I've heard a lot of people that had to watch that in school to teach you, that, it's inner beauty that's important, and it's outer blah, 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 doesn't matter, and yada, yada, yada. And it actually is a pretty good episode, though. Although, trying to think what my favorite episode of that was. I really liked the one with Burgess Meredith. Was that yeah, the Pigman episode, Hopsturkey, exactly. That's what I'm talking about. But I really like the episode where Burgess Meredith was a librarian or something. He worked no, he worked in a bank, and he loved to read. And basically, people they would never leave him alone to read. And somehow he locked himself in the vault of the bank. And then there was a nuclear holocaust, and he was the only person left on Earth. And then he found like all these like a library with all these books, and he's basically really happy that he was the only person left on Earth because now he can just read books all day long, and nobody would bother him. But because it's the Twilight Zone, there was a twist ending, and he ended up stepping on his glasses and breaking them, and then he wasn't able to read, and that was like he was screwed at the end because I guess he couldn't find another optometrist after the nuclear holocaust. But I always liked that one. I don't know, the acting I thought was really good. Yeah, exactly. There was time. There was finally time. I always liked the acting of that one, and I like the premise and the twist, I guess, too. And also, oh, there it goes again. For a minute, the sound disappeared. I felt getting into the Twilight Zone is a part of the table. I mean, the thing on the left is probably the Twilight Zone, I'm guessing, but the pink thing, but I just don't understand it. Oh, come on, it froze up again? I guess this is a poorly coded table, so Blue Max and X Tex, who made this one, you guys suck. My mic cut out, that's good to know. How long did it cut out for? I think the issue is it's my cell phone is somewhere over here and it's connected to this headset also. I don't even know where the hell it is, so I can't fix it. It's probably somewhere like the other side of the house or something. Alright. So that was a bad table because it crashed twice, so I'm blaming it on the people that coded the table. Or we could blame it on Bill Budge or whoever converted Pinball Construction Set to the PC. And let me know if my sound cuts out again because I think next time I do this I just have to remember to turn off my cell phone, my Bluetooth. 20 seconds, it's a long time. Sorry about that, guys. Apologize. At least you can still see my mouth moving, right? Alright, I think there's only one more thing we didn't play here, which is Wizzard. Wizzard. Wait, I gotta slow it down. Not gonna make the same mistake again. Okay. Okay, so what's with this table here? Oh, that was nice. I got a little save there. What the hell? That sucked. Unforgivable. Well, as I get better at this, I won't make the same mistakes again. Hopefully. It feels like there's some gravity wall in the middle there or something. I mean, I must say the physics of this are pretty... Whoa, that sucked. I was about to say the physics of this are pretty decent, but it's really not. Jim, which one is number 9 looks just like you? It sounds familiar, but I don't remember what title that is. And Jim says, it's easy to crash Pinball Construction Set if you ever build a table in it. The Apple II version is better in this regard. Oh, that's good to know. Ah, see, the physics is good, except like that was not good. Like it shouldn't go down the paddle so fast. In a real table, that would not happen. There's a little bit of like inertia. Wizzard reminds you of, yes. It reminds me of the Wizzard from Marvel Comics, who was like a golden age hero, especially with those 2 lightning bolts. He was like like a Flash basically, but he was called the Wizzard. It also reminds me of some other stuff, but probably nothing else relevant. Reminds me of the word gizzard. I'm still waiting to see what it reminds Matt of, though. Come on. Aqua Teen episode. I've never seen Aqua Teen. It's like Hunger Force or whatever. I've never seen that. Well, that was interesting. There's a magnet at the top there that pulled it up. I guess that's a magnet there also in the bottom, in the middle. So this is a cool table actually because there's some. It's using the feature like it's hard to design a good pinball table. You can't just put a bunch of random stuff on it, like a bunch of random features on a table and expect it to work well. You have to actually think it through, and I think this guy actually tested it and thought it through. It came up with something that worked. Unfortunately, I have no idea who he was. You can't give him any credit for it. Ugh, that sucked. With instant pestering, rebuffering. Did my stream rebuffer, or is rebuffering something from Aqua Teen Hunger Force? Let me try that one more time. If it rebuffered, I didn't notice that time. Ah, okay, got it. Is that something I should watch? I've never seen it. I feel like I'm missing out now. So, what do you guys think was the best table on this disc, first of all? And second of all, how would you rate the value for this disc? Let's say it cost $5 to get a copy of it back in the day. Jim, calm down, man. I wasn't sure. I thought it might be an Aqua Teen Hunger Force reference. That's why I asked. I could just assume that my stream rebuffered. If I like pot, I don't particularly like pot, so maybe I won't like Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Best table, none of them. that's interesting. I mean, none of them are great, but so where's your table? The disc is worth the cost of the disc. I mean, I think that's a fair statement too. I mean, listen, there was like more than 10 tables on this disc, so if I paid, if this is before the internet and I have no way of getting these tables anywhere else, except for creating them myself, and I paid $5 and I got a disc with 10 of them, I would think that was a pretty good deal, honestly. I mean, I agree that none of them are necessarily the best table ever written. Although I like this one. This one I think is so far. I think this one is the best one. How's the animation in Aqua Teen? So the fact that I didn't watch it makes me think the animation was bad because I was an animation snob at one point, and I was like, if this, I can never see Dragon Ball Z, for example, because I just can't stand the way that they have all these lines on the screen all the time, and it feels like it was made for people with ADD. But it doesn't mean it's a bad cartoon. It's just I just don't like the animation. There used to be like a cartoon on Prime Time or Comedy Central called what was Dr. Katz, Professional Therapist or something, and the animation style was basically constantly jigging back and forth between like two sets of lines. I can't explain it. You have to have seen it or you'd have to see a video of it. But basically, like it made me sick to look at it. It like won awards. It's supposed to be really good, and I just could not watch it. So I started one more time here. My two tables are referenced in a blog post. I can't paste URL here. Squiggle Vision, right? That's what they call it, Jim. Thank you. I forgot about what they called it. So I just couldn't watch that stuff. It was just driving me crazy. And then the quivering. And so you said also, yes, Matt says Squiggle Vision is fantastic. I'm glad you think it's fantastic, but it was making me like have seizures, God forbid. Matt says animation is awful. So yeah, that's probably why I never saw Aqua Teen, but I mean, I probably should try it. All right, I'm gonna finish up this game, and then I'm gonna wrap. Really, Dr. Katz is one of your top 5 series of all time? That's interesting. All-time TV series, period. Not even cartoons. It's that good? Wow. My top 5 series of all time, probably the top 3 of them are probably Star Trek series. Original series, Next Generation, and Deep Space Nine. And I really loved Mission Impossible as well, especially the 80s revival. I just love the 80s revival. There was only like one season, I think, maybe 2. Um, what else did I like? Like I would consider top Center fielder. I have no idea what this is. Like, it's like they tried to make baseball into pinball. And I just screwed that up. Like, I don't know what's going on here at all, but this is like the weirdest pinball table I've ever seen. If it goes to those hands from the bottom, the hands eat them. You're out, I guess. But I don't know how you get 8 points otherwise. There's like almost no bumpers or nothing. Deep Space Nine, Matt, is the most underrated Star Trek series, and I mean the first season or two were pretty bad, but then it became probably better than Next Generation. I rewatched the whole Next Generation recently, and I've been rewatching the whole Deep Space Nine, and overall, Deep Space Nine is really much better, honestly. The thing is, the acting on Next Generation, they had one really good actor named Patrick Stewart, and the rest of the actors, and Ben Spire is pretty good, and the rest of the actors were pretty mediocre. I guess that LeVar Burton was pretty good too, but it's like old-timey 1930s people, yeah, something like that. Deep Space Nine, they had like Cisco, Avery Brooks was, I would say, pretty good actor, not the best ever, but pretty good. But Rene Auberjonois, I think that's how you pronounce his name. The guy who played Odo was amazing. Quark was amazing. Armin Shimmerman. And a few other like decent ones. And then they had a lot of recurring characters that were really good too. They really like made the show what it was, frankly. Anyway, but the plots were good too. Anyway, yeah, I don't know, Jim, what this is, honestly. Harvey Birdman is another show I meant to see and never saw it. I actually bought the Wii game, which is supposed to be an adventure game, but never actually played it. But anyway, guys, it's been about an hour. Thanks for joining. This is really good. And if anybody does want that pinball disc, I got 2 of them here. Please ping me, and I'll be happy to give you one if you first person to ask for it, because I don't need 2 of them. And hopefully it actually showed here. Jonathan Frakes is an okay actor. I mean, he's good. Better director than an actor, I think, because First Contact was a pretty good movie, although Insurrection was pretty terrible. But, yeah, he was okay. But honestly, the Picard show, which I haven't seen yet, they did something really smart, which is they got Patrick Stewart, even though he's very old and he looks like he shouldn't be on TV anymore, and he sounds like he shouldn't be on TV anymore. But then they got 7 of 9, Jerry Ryan, who was one of the best actresses on Voyager, along with the Doctor, which I don't know why he's not on Picard. He was a hologram, whatever, Robert Picardo. But yeah, they had some good actors in some of those shows. DS9 was better acting, better production values, more moody and less fun. Agreed, but I think it holds up really well. Anyway, guys, this has been fun. I appreciate you joining, and share all that good stuff. Spread the word if you like these things. If you're just doing it to patronize me and give me some traffic, I appreciate that too. And we'll do this again soon. Mixing Voyager and TNG seems really wrong. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they're good actors, though. I mean, I haven't seen it, so I don't know. But at the end of the day, they have to do something with what they have. I mean, that's. I guess I have to watch it, and we'll see. I'm thinking if there's like a month, you get a month of CBS All Access if you sign up by tomorrow, I think, or by Thursday maybe. I may do that just to stream Picard and binge it and see how it is, but. TNG was definitely very good, Hopster Key. I totally agree. All right, guys. This has been a lot of fun. We'll do this again soon. And I'll watch for the random F-bombs in Picard, Matt. Thanks so much, guys. Have a great night. Bye-bye.